All right, that's 2 cases of water. Make sure you guys finish what you drink and throw it away. Let's make this last. Hey guys, I was thinking maybe we should put some of those waters in the... What the hell? Why? I'm so fucking thirsty.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful day. It is Sunday. For some of us, it is Easter, even though we may be celebrating it in the house. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the love. Once again, hope you guys are enjoying the comedy up front. We just got more and more of that coming up. Anyway, I know most of you probably remember this. As we watch the clip, I'm sure it'll come back to my memory as well, but I know it was a huge thing. It was a huge debate. A lot of people saw it as disrespectful. On the other side, a lot of people saw it as hype. And the reason why we're talking about it once again is because it was brought back to the surface and there was more debate by the two that were actually involved. And when I say that, I mean Scar, who actually was the recipient of the pop-off, and then Buffalo, who was the young man all up in his grill. All right, and now for a reminder, let's go ahead and take a flashbook. A flashbook? What the fuck is a flashbook? A flashback. Let's take a flashback and look at the original clip. All right, let's watch some volume.
Three, and that's gonna do it. Buffalo taking out Scar with the pop-off.
Oh my God.
That's right.
He's
There's
saying,
some
how
beef
does it feel,
between
boy?
these guys. There's some beef. So let me explain
In his
this. Let me
face.
explain this, right? When Buffalo.
Oh, he's saying
beat
fuck.
Ninja Killa, right? Scar.
Look
he
at
went
Scar
on
just
Twitter,
staring. Scar
he was
flipping him off.
Holy crap. Scar was on Twitter, right? And he was saying this
Flipping
is
him
only
off back.
because they
You
went
think
to
it's
first
over?
to 2,
No, it ain't over.
Basically implying that if this was first to 3, Buffalo.
The people
would
gotta
not
pull him
have
off.
beaten Ninja Killa, right? Buffalo, he was in there. He was like, "Why are you talking shit about me? Why are you doing this?" And Star's like, "You know, I don't even want to talk to you." And he blocks him, right?
Well, Scar posted this just a couple days ago saying, I've been playing the NRS scene from a distance for years now. A lot of people in the scene I don't fuck with nor trust, but that's just me. Some of y'all cool, a majority are either immature and toxic, especially online. Case in point, the Buffalo ordeal. So Scar adds to that right here saying, fun fact, before the match I played where Buffalo popped off on me, we sat down and it was all buddy-buddy. Man didn't really have a USB and talked to me calmly, and I even let him use my USB. Man didn't show none of that intensity or animosity he showed after he won. The Tweety actually responds to what Scar just said, saying, I'll never respect that. If I pop off at someone, it's gonna be before or mid-set or both. Only popping off after shows fear. And of course that sheds new light because now it's a new debate. People are like, we didn't know that. You know, it's kind of like a dick move where you're being like all buddy-buddy and everything is calm, and then at the end, you want to be like this, you know, this big-ass badass in front of the stream and just kind of pop off and disrespect somebody in their face. And then of course Buffalo actually sees this and responds and says, since it was brought up, I still don't care what anyone says. My pop off was hype. A few seconds too long, but also couldn't tell how long it was or how long I'd been popping off because of the excitement. Other than that, people overreacted in my opinion. All right, so let's kind of break down what he said right now. He says he still doesn't care what anyone says. And you know, I think he said that in the beginning as well, but he does admit it was a few seconds too long. But then he goes to say it's hard to tell when you're in the moment because of the excitement. I do get that as well. Other than that, he says people overreacted. Now, we all know, like, let's just be honest. We all know that people will overreact on social media. That's just the nature of the beast. But in this case, because the recipient of the pop-off, we're talking about Scar, also was like, you know, he was still calm, I believe, even on social media. But now people are like, yo, this was kind of a bullshit move. So is it really overreacting? So let's continue right here. Buffalo adds to it saying, if you don't like it, that's understandable. I can see how it is in some people's taste, but you shouldn't not like me because of it. And then of course, people respond to that saying, you know, stuff like either we got your back or people did indeed overreact, or testifying to his, you know, to his character saying, you're one of the coolest people I know, don't really pay attention to what others are saying. I want to break this one down as well because I think this is like the first one you could say, okay, but the second one, this is like one of the most mature posts that I saw Buffalo make. Like right off the top, he says, I can see if you weren't down for it, that's understandable. But if you don't like it, you shouldn't hate me because of it. I think that's the realest and realest of talks, because a lot of times we take one act. We take one, we don't even know somebody, but we take one thing that they did and we're like, man, that guy's a fucking asshole. And we take that thing and we just put that on that man or that woman. We just put that on them, and every time we see them on stream, whatever, we're just like, asshole. But we don't really give them a chance to grow or think that maybe they messed up, or even maybe they admitted they messed up, or maybe they became better because of it. We just, in our mind, keep them as an asshole. So I think that's real talk. And I don't know Buffalo personally. I never talked to the dude or anything like that, but I can say that's one of the most mature things that I've ever heard him say. And then Scar sees all of this and actually responds again with a very mature tweet right here saying, I apologize to those who feel I shouldn't have brought the situation back to the light or given any more attention. It's all right though, gonna move forward with my day. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Once again, this was a glance back at one of the biggest pop-offs that I've ever seen, you know, brought back to the light. I'm glad there's a little backstory, and I'm also glad that it looks like it died pretty quick. People are like, yo, we had our, you know, we set our size, but at the end, both players that were involved seemed to, you know, they rose up the maturity levels and like, yo, what, it was what it was. And going back to as far as like the pop-off, when Buffalo said, if you don't like it, you don't like, I do agree when they say, when he says, if you don't like it, you should not like me because of that. I agree with that 100%. As far as the pop-off, what I said, how I feel, yes, I feel like that was a disrespectful pop-off, because you can cuss and you can dance how I feel anyway. This is just my opinion. You can backflip, you can talk all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to go in somebody's face, because I've seen that before, it has to be to a certain point. Most times it has to be real quick, because I'm telling you, real talk, and I know most of you feel the same way. If you pop off in a man's face, especially you beat somebody, you already know they're salty. You already know they're not feeling themselves. You already know they're feeling down, and you have the nerve to pop off like this, just yelling and yelling and yelling right here in the face. Eventually you're gonna do that to the wrong man, and then you ain't gonna have no teeth. Out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Definitely let me know what y'all think. We will see you Tuesday for that HT. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
I'm so fucking thirsty.